Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. Did you know a single coin in your old change jar could be worth over $1.3 million? That's right. A 1972 Kennedy half-dollar with no mint mark has made headlines for its jaw-dropping value. But before you go digging through your drawers, let's find out exactly what makes this coin so special, and how you can tell if you might be holding a fortune. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, a tribute to President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. Over the years, the coin has seen various changes in design, metal content, and mint marks. But in 1972, something unusual happened. Most Kennedy half-dollars from 1972 were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, D, or San Francisco, S mints. Normally, Philadelphia coins don't have a mint mark, which is expected. But the million-dollar version of this coin, it's a rare minting error that takes things to a whole new level. So why is this specific 1972 coin valued at over $1 million? One known example, that's right, only one has been authenticated, was struck using a reverse die meant for a silver-proof coin from San Francisco, but was accidentally used at the Philadelphia Mint. It's a rare die variety, meaning it was made with the wrong reverse design, a mistake that somehow made it into circulation. This rare mix-up turned an ordinary 50-cent piece into a collector's dream. And with only one example known to exist, it's practically a unicorn in the coin world. Alright, here's what you need to do. First, grab any 1972 Kennedy half-dollars you have. Check old change, inherited collections, or even those tucked away in coffee cans or drawers. Make sure it says 1972. Check the mint mark. If there's a small D or S under Kennedy's neck, it's from Denver or San Francisco. If there's no mint mark, it's Philadelphia. That's what we're after. Examine the reverse. Now here's the tricky part. The million-dollar coin has a distinctive reverse design, originally used only on proof coins. You'll need a good magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, and ideally a coin expert to verify this. Even if yours isn't the million-dollar version, certain 1972 half-dollars can still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars if they're in top condition or have rare errors. If you think you've got something special, don't try to clean the coin. That can actually hurt its value. Take clear photos of both sides. Contact a reputable coin grading company, like PCGS or NGC. Or visit a certified coin dealer or numismatist in your area. You can even attend a local coin show, where experts gather and may offer free appraisals. Getting it authenticated is the only way to confirm if your coin is the real deal. While the million-dollar 1972 Kennedy is extremely rare, there are plenty of other coins from the 60s and 70s that could still fetch serious money. 1964 Kennedy half-dollar, 90% silver, 1970 D Kennedy half-dollar, low mintage, 1974 D double die obverse, 1982 no, FG initials error, silver content, mint errors, and low mintages are all key things to look for. So even if yours isn't the one, it might still be worth more than face value. If you're sitting on old coins, don't overlook them, especially half-dollars from the 60s and 70s. That little piece of history in your hand could be worth far more than 50 cents. Drop a comment below if you've got a 1972 half-dollar, or if you want help identifying your old coins. I love helping people uncover hidden treasures. Speech Balloon, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might have that million-dollar coin just lying around. Bell and hit the bell, so you don't miss more tips on valuable coins you could have at home. End screen, visual only, video suggestion, 5 rare coins you might have without knowing, subscribe button, soft background music. Would you like me to create a voiceover script, edit this for TikTok/shorts, or generate visuals/thumbnails to go along with it? Hey there, coin lovers and treasure hunters. If you've got old coins sitting in a drawer somewhere, especially a 1971 Kennedy half-dollar, you might be holding on to something worth up to $1.6 million. Sounds crazy, right? But today, we're digging deep into the truth behind this rare coin and how you can spot if yours is the jackpot. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who might have old coins tucked away. So, let's rewind for a second. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, shortly after President John F. Kennedy's assassination. By 1971, the U.S. Mint stopped using silver and switched to a copper-nickel blend. That means most 1971 half-dollars are pretty common and only worth about 50 cents to a few dollars. But here's where it gets interesting. There's a mysterious, rare error version of the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar, one that was accidentally struck in silver. These are the ones turning heads at auctions, with one reportedly selling for as high as $1.6 million. Okay, so how do you know if you've got the $1 million coin? Here's a checklist to help you out. Flip the coin over. If it's a 1971 and there's no mint mark under Kennedy's neck, that means it was made in Philadelphia. The rare coin has no mint mark, but not every no-mark coin is valuable. So keep going. It's silver, not clad. The valuable coin was mistakenly struck on a silver planchet, meant for 40% silver coins from earlier years. Here's how to check. A regular 1971 coin weighs about 11.34 grams. A silver one is heavier, about 11.5 grams or more. Edge test. Look at the coin's edge. Regular ones show a copper strip. Silver coins have a solid silver edge. Tap it with another coin. Silver rings with a high, bell-like tone. If your coin ticks those boxes, don't clean it. Get it authenticated by experts like PCGS or NGC. These companies can officially verify rare coins. So let's talk money. A normal 1971 Kennedy half-dollar in circulated condition? Probably worth 50 cents to $2. But here's what happened in 2018. One rare 1971 no-mint mark Kennedy half-dollar, struck on a silver planchet, was certified by NGC and sold at auction for over $1.6 million. Money with Wings and others have sold for tens of thousands of dollars depending on condition, rarity, and certification. So yeah, it's rare, but they do exist, and the payoff can be life-changing. If you think you've found one, here's what to do next. Use gloves or hold it by the edges. No cleaning. Get a digital scale, every gram matters. Take clear photos. Front, back, edge, good lighting. Contact a professional. Reach out to a coin dealer, grading service, or auction house. PCGS and NGC are top tier and can tell you if your coin is truly special. Who knew that old coin in your change jar could be $1 million treasure? The 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is just one of many coins that can surprise you with their value, but only if you know what to look for. Speech balloon, drop a comment below if you've got a 1971 Kennedy half-dollar. I'd love to hear your story. Thumbs up, like, speech balloon comment, and bell subscribe for more videos on valuable coins and how to sell them for top dollar. Brain, remember, every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. We're diving into one of the most intriguing coin mysteries out there, the 1972 D. Kennedy half-dollar that might be worth a staggering $1.4 million. If you're aged 30 to 70 and have a box of old coins in your closet, attic, or safe deposit box, you'll want to watch this video all the way to the end. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, shortly after the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. It became a symbol of national mourning and pride. Fast forward to 1972, the Denver Mint struck millions of these coins. Over 141 million. To be exact, 0.1 version of this coin is worth not 50 cents, but over $1 million. So what makes one 1972 D coin so special? It all comes down to an extremely rare minting error. In 2016, a coin collector discovered a 1972 D. Kennedy half-dollar that had the reverse design intended for a proof coin minted in San Francisco. Let me repeat that, a Denver minted coin with a San Francisco proof reverse. Experts call it a wrong reverse variety, or Type 2 reverse, something that should never have happened. Here's how you can check if you have one of these $1 million coins at home. Flip the coin to the back, the reverse. Look closely at the eagle. The regular 1972 D has low relief feathers on the eagle's legs. The rare Type 2 reverse, the $1 million kind, has sharper, more detailed feathers and straight lines in the shield. If you're unsure, use a magnifying glass or even a microscope. And if you think you might have it, don't clean it. Take it straight to a professional coin dealer or grading service. There's been buzz online and in collector circles that one of these 1972 D-Wrong reverse coins was valued at $1.4 million due to its extreme rarity and condition. Now, to be clear, that number isn't an official sale price. But experts agree that if a second one was found in pristine, mint state condition, the bidding war at auction could easily hit 6 or 7 figures. If you find a 1972 D. Kennedy half dollar and suspect it has the rare reverse, here's what you do. Don't clean or alter it. Store it in a coin flip or soft case. Contact a certified coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Get a professional evaluation. Then, if confirmed, get ready for some serious offers. I can't tell you how many stories I've heard of people tossing away or cashing in coins that were worth thousands, sometimes even hundreds of thousands, if you've inherited a coin collection, or just have a change jar in the back of your closet. Now is the time to look. Let me know in the comments if you've checked your stash, or if you need help identifying your coins. And if you want to learn more about valuable coins that could be sitting in your drawer right now, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a hidden treasure. We're talking about a Kennedy half dollar that's making headlines, the 1974 no mint mark half dollar that some claim could be worth as much as $1.5 million. Is it real? Is your old coin worth a fortune? Stick around, you might be sitting on a gold mine. Magnifying glass tilted left background, the Kennedy half dollar first. Let's rewind a bit. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination. It became an instant collector's item. Over the decades, it's been minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. And here's where the story gets interesting. In 1974, the U.S. Mint struck millions of half dollars, but something unusual happened. Typically, coins minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, so a 1974 Kennedy half dollar without a mint mark isn't strange by itself. But there are rumors and reports of a prototype or rare error version of the 1974 no mint mark coin that could be worth up to $1.50 million. Why? It comes down to a rare die variety or test strike, potentially linked to the 1974 S-proof coins. Some experts believe a handful of experimental strikes ended up in circulation, and they have unique characteristics that set them apart from regular issues. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Is a 1974 Kennedy half dollar really worth $1.50 million? While there is no publicly verified sale of a 1974 no mint mark half dollar for $1.5 million, there have been auction rumors and unconfirmed private sales. One prototype coin with unique die markers was rumored to be offered to private collectors at $1 million plus price tag. Still, the highest officially recorded prices for rare Kennedy half dollars often reach tens of thousands, not millions, unless it's a prototype or test strike with rock-solid provenance. Section 4, 5:30 to 7 o'clock. Magnifying glass tilted right. How to know if you have a valuable 1-inch. Here's where you come in. Pull out those old jars, check your dresser drawers or your parents' coin albums. Look for a 1974 Kennedy half dollar no mint mark under the neck, normal for Philadelphia, but examine closely for unusual die marks, sharpness, or reflective surfaces that resemble a proof coin. Some rare examples might have stronger details, mirrored fields, or other anomalies not seen on typical 1974 strikes. If you're unsure, do not clean the coin. That can ruin its value. Instead, contact a reputable coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC. Most 1974 half dollars, even in great condition, are worth 50 cents to maybe $3 to $5. But if yours is a rare variety, it could sell for hundreds, thousands, or more depending on condition and rarity. The highest prices go to coins that are graded MS-67 or higher mint error coins or unique prototypes. Some have sold for $10,000 to $50,000. And if the right collector sees something truly rare, the price could skyrocket. Don't clean it. Take clear, high-resolution photos. Both sides. Look up recent sales on sites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections. Get a second opinion. Contact a grading service or trusted coin appraiser if valuable. Submit it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Once graded, you can list it in auctions or offer it directly to collectors. Coins with third-party authentication always fetch higher prices. Final thoughts. So, is your 1974 Kennedy half dollar worth $1.5 million? Maybe if it's a rare prototype or has a unique error. For the rest of us, it's still a beautiful piece of American history and maybe worth more than you thought. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have old coins you want help identifying. Who knows, your next coin could be your retirement ticket. Add B-roll of shiny 1974 half dollars. Zoom-in shots of no mint mark, grading slabs, etc. Include screenshots of high-value listings from eBay or auction houses. Use large on-screen text for key tips, e.g., do not clean your coin. Would you like a version of this with visuals or subtitles formatted for screen reading? We're breaking down the value of the 1976 Kennedy half dollar with NO mint mark. Is it really worth over $1 million? Let's dig in. In 1976, the United States celebrated its 200th birthday, the bicentennial. To mark the occasion, a special Kennedy half dollar was issued with a dual date, 1776 to 1976. These coins were struck in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Most were made for circulation, some in collector's sets, but a few rare varieties have become legendary. Here's the thing, most 1976 no mint mark coins aren't rare. They're worth about 50 cents to $1. But one specific coin, a 1976 Kennedy half dollar with NO mint mark and an unusual error, sold for nearly $1.5 million at auction. It was a mint error, struck on the wrong planchet, with incorrect details, or graded as a perfect MS-70 condition. These are incredibly rare. Out of millions made, maybe only one or two exist like this. Okay, so how do you know if you have the $1 million coin? 1776, 1976 date, no mint mark under Kennedy's neck sharp, uncirculated condition, unusual color, weight, or strike errors, thicker edges, or missing details. If you spot anything unusual, stop. Don't clean the coin. Don't polish it. That can ruin the value. Instead, front and back should be around 11.34 grams. Use a coin loop or magnifier, send it for grading. Companies like PCGS or NGC certify authenticity. They'll grade it from 1 to 70. Coins that hit MS-67 and above are extremely valuable, especially with no mint mark. In 2021, a rare Kennedy half dollar error coin sold for $1.5 million at auction. Why? It was struck on a silver planchet in flawless condition. These stories are rare, but they happen. And there are dozens of examples of 1976 Kennedy have selling for hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on condition. Don't rush to sell. Get it professionally graded. Join online coin communities, Facebook groups, Reddit, or coin forums. Use reputable auction houses if your coin is valuable. If you've got a 1976 Kennedy half dollar, go check it now, you never know. It might just change your life. Like this video if you learned something new, and subscribe if you want more deep dives into rare coins that could be hiding in your home. Drop a comment if you have a 1976 Kennedy half. I'd love to hear your story. Hey everyone, if you're sitting on a jar of old coins or have some stashed away from your parents or grandparents, you're going to want to hear this. Because one specific 1990 Kennedy half dollar with a tiny VP mint mark could be worth up to $1.3 million. That's right. A coin you could have pulled out of your pocket in the early 90s might just change your life today. First, a quick backstory for context. The Kennedy half dollar was introduced in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's assassination. It's been a collector favorite ever since. In 1990, millions of these coins were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, and most of them, they're worth about 50 cents to maybe a couple bucks today. But here's the kicker. A rare minting error or ultra-high-grade version of the 1990p half dollar recently hit the spotlight because it sold, or was estimated, to be worth up to $1.3 million. Why? Let's break it down. Coin value depends on a few key things. Condition, also called grade, rarity, mint mark, errors, or misprints. This $1.3 million version of the 1990p Kennedy half dollar. It checks all those boxes. Experts believe the coin's astronomical value came from a rare combination of being in pristine condition, possibly a perfect MS-70, an unusual strike error, and possibly a unique die variety. meaning it was struck with a special or misaligned mint die. Okay, now the part you care about. How do you know if you have the $1,000,000 coin? Here's what to check. White heavy check mark. The coin must be a 1990p. Look for the small p mint mark above the date. White heavy check mark. Check the condition. No scratches, strong luster, looks almost untouched? That's a good sign. White heavy check mark. Look for unusual features, doubling, odd spacing in the letters, off-center strike, or any irregularities. White heavy check mark. Consider sending it for grading. Companies like PCGS or NGC can professionally assess it. White heavy check mark. A coin graded MS67 or higher is extremely rare and valuable. MS70? That's nearly perfect. A few years ago, a high-grade Kennedy half-dollar shocked collectors when it appeared at auction and drew attention for being nearly perfect, and possibly the only one of its kind. Some sources claim it was privately sold for a staggering $1.3 million. Stories like this aren't everyday occurrences, but they're not impossible either. The point is, these treasures are out there. And if you've got a jar full of old change, it's worth looking. Here's what to do. Handle it carefully. Use gloves or touch the edge only. Don't clean the coin. That kills value. Get it graded by PCGS, NGC, or Annex. Contact reputable coin dealers or auction houses, like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers, and never sell to someone without getting a second opinion. Coin collecting is more than a hobby. It could be a gold mine. So check your change, look through those old drawers, and you just might find a piece of history worth over $1 million. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more rare coin stories. Share your coin finds in the comments. I'd love to hear what treasures you've discovered. Could you be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it? One special coin, the 1996 Kennedy half-dollar with a P mint mark, is rumored to have sold for up to $1.5 million. Yes, that's right, $1.5 million. Today we're diving into what makes this coin so special, how to spot a valuable one, and what your Kennedy half-dollars might really be worth. If you're over 40 and have a jar of old coins somewhere, you're going to want to watch this one until the end. The Kennedy half-dollar was first issued in 1964, shortly after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. The coin was meant as a tribute, and it became a collector's item almost immediately. By 1971, silver was removed from circulation versions of the coin, making later half-dollars, like the 1996p, more common, but not always worthless. Some carry hidden value based on mint errors, condition, and rarity. Now let's talk about the 1996 P Kennedy half-dollar. The P stands for the Philadelphia Mint, and in total, over 24 million of these coins were produced. So at first glance, it's a common coin. So why the buzz about one being worth over $1.5 million? Reports suggest a particular specimen was struck on the wrong planchet, possibly a silver planchet, or with a major mint error that makes it one of a kind. While the $1 million sale is unconfirmed in mainstream auction houses, similar error coins have sold for $5,000, $15,000, even $25,000, depending on condition and the specific type of error. If you have a 1996 P Kennedy half-dollar, here's what you should check. A normal one should weigh around 11.34 grams. If yours weighs more, it may be struck on a silver or foreign planchet. A bright, silver-looking coin from 1996 could be an error coin. You should see a copper-nickel mix. If it's all silver, that's a red flag, in a good way. Look for doubling in the lettering or JFK's profile, off-center strikes, or missing elements. Some Philadelphia coins show an unusually mirror-like surface, increasing value. If you think you've got something special, don't clean the coin. That can ruin the value. Here's what you should do instead. Weigh it using a digital scale. Take clear photos front and back, especially of the date and mint mark. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Check auction results on Heritage Auctions or eBay for comparisons. And remember, even if it's not worth millions, a rare 1996 P error coin could still bring in hundreds or thousands of dollars. Millions of Americans have old coins in jars, drawers, or tucked away in closets. It's time to take a closer look, especially at those 1996 P Kennedy half-dollars. If you're between 30 and 70 and looking to turn your old coins into serious cash, now is the time. Check your change, check your collections, and don't overlook coins from the 1990s. They could be your hidden treasure. Backhand index pointing right. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and share this with someone who might have a coin jar collecting dust. And if you think you've got something rare, leave a comment. I'd love to hear about it.